Hello guys! Magandang araw po. Welcome back to our lesson in web development and programming. For today, we are going to discuss Bootstrap. So as I have mentioned in our GC and in Iguro, we are going to start our finals with Bootstrap lesson. The objectives for this lesson is that we should be able to understand the features of Bootstrap framework, starting with the basics such as grid system, typography, styling mechanism, from styling methods as well, and the techniques of styling common user interface elements such as tables, lists, as well as carousels, among other things. Okay, so let us start with what is Bootstrap all about. So, according to our module, our Bootstrap is a powerful front-end framework for faster and easier web development. It includes HTML and CSS-based design templates for creating common user interface components such as forms, buttons, navigations, drop-downs, alerts, modals, tabs, accordions, carousels, tooltips, and so on. If you remember now, we started using a simple Bootstrap from my previous example pa during midterm period. So from that example I made, I have shown you how to use Bootstrap in your front-end framework. So syempre, we'll be discussing more of the Bootstrap para very seamless yung ating discussion when it comes to front-end development. Bootstrap as well will give you ability to create flexible and responsive web layouts with much less efforts. Also, the Bootstrap was originally created by a designer and a developer at Twitter in mid-2010. Before being an open source framework, Bootstrap was known as Twitter Blueprint. So, just a quick recap on the history of Bootstrap. It was developed by Mark Otto and Jacob Thornton at Twitter. So, originally, ginamit talaga siya for Twitter social media. It was released as an open source product in August 2011 on GitHub to be used to other platforms and purposes na ngayon pwede na rin natin gamitin at our own personal use, maging commercial man yan, and so on. So again, it's an open source framework, therefore you can download it for free para magamit sa inyong front-end frameworks pag-create ng web development. So, I mentioned a while ago yung tinatawag na responsive sites using Bootstrap. Kapag sinabi natin responsive web design, it is about creating websites which automatically adjust themselves to look good on all devices, from small phones to large desktops. So, syempre, hindi natin alam kung anong klaseng device ba ang gagamitin ng user, no? When you create your web page, ang iisipin mo, ano bang device ang gagamitin ng user? But definitely, we are not sure about that. So, for our easier way of doing things, Bootstrap will be able to help you out in creating responsive web pages design. Kasi using the Bootstrap framework, nag-create ito ng automatic adjustment ng sizing ng window depende sa gamit na device ng user. So, bakit ba natin kailangang aralin yung Bootstrap? Number one, it is actually mobile first approach. So sa Bootstrap 3, nag-start yung framework which consists of mobile first styles throughout the entire library instead na naka-separate files yung library natin. So, mas portable siya, mas accessible to any kind of devices nyo dinidesign yung inyong web page. Second, it has a wide variety of browser support. So, it can actually support any popular browsers katulad ng Safari, Mozilla, Opera, Google Chrome, and Microsoft Edge. It is also easy to get started. So with just the knowledge of HTML and CSS, anyone can get started with Bootstrap already. So, meron din siyang sariling Bootstrap official site which includes a very good documentation, examples, forums about Bootstrap. As you can see on the screen, ito yung ating official website kung saan natin makukuha yung ating Bootstrap library, no? So, as you can see on this screen. So, right now, the latest is the Bootstrap 5.3.0 Alpha 1. Later on, magkakaroon naman ng activity when it comes to using Bootstrap. So, as of the moment, ang ginawa natin is to pre-record the video presentation about the lessons in Bootstrap para pagdating natin at school during face-to-face session is activities na lang para hindi na umagaw ng oras natin yung discussion katulad nito sa limited time na meron tayo sa school para makapag-create kayo ng mga exercises natin. So the third reason natin to learn Bootstrap is that it is easy to get started. So, na-mention ko na pala yun. The fourth one rather is responsive design. If you notice, na-mention ko na yan kanina. The Bootstrap responsive CSS adjusts to desktops, tablets, and mobiles, with whatever kind of device your user is using. Apart from that, Bootstrap provides a clean and uniform solution for building an interface for developers. It contains beautiful and functional built-in components which are easy to customize. So, ibig sabihin, if there are existing libraries that has this specific design and you still wanted to change the color, the layout accordingly to what you want, customize mo pa siya according sa gusto mo na design, pwede. So, from the template coming from the Bootstrap library, pwede mo pa siyang i-customize at your own discretion. It also provides web-based customization. And the best part of it is that open source ang Bootstrap framework. So, ibig sabihin, katulad ng nabanggit ko kanina, libre mo siyang i-download, libre mo siyang magagamit. Okay. So, ma'am, saan ko po ba pwedeng i-apply yung Bootstrap? No, so, first one is you can apply it for scaffolding. Bootstrap provides a basic structure with grid system, link, styles, and background. So later on this activity that I will give you, makikita nyo kung paano mag-create ng grid system using Bootstrap. Second, it can be applied to cascading style sheets. Bootstrap comes with the feature of global CSS settings, fundamental HTML elements, styled and enhanced with extensible classes, and an advanced grid system. Apart from that, it can be applied to the components, over a dozen reusable components to be exact, built to provide iconography, drop-down, navigation, alerts, popovers, and much more para mas maganda yung layout or dating nito sa users mo. Apart from that, it can be applied for JavaScript plugins. So, you can easily include them all or one by one. Then, lastly, you can customize its components with less variables and jQuery plugin to get your very own version. So these are the things that I already mentioned a while ago about Bootstrap, no? So yun din yung application niya. So moving forward, ma'am, ano naman po yung pwede namin pang gawin sa Bootstrap? So yung iba na mention ko na, katulad ng pag-create ng responsive websites. You can quickly create multi-column layout with predefined classes. You can create different types of form layouts. So if you remember, last midterm, nag-start tayo na mag-add ng form sa ating HTML. So pwede nyo rin yung i-apply doon. Next, you can create different variation of navigation bar. So, hindi yung simpleng navigation bar lang. Pwede kayong mag-create ng magandang design for that. Pwede ka rin mag-insert ng components katulad ng accordions, modals, etc. without you having to create your own JavaScript code. So, kapag kasi gusto mong gumawa yun from scratch, gagawa ka. Or kung ayaw mo namang mahirapan pa, then you can use the components na meron na kay Bootstrap. Next, you can easily create dynamic tabs to manage large amount of content. Next, you can create tooltips and popovers to show hint text. Pag sinabi natin tooltips or popovers, ito yung mga helpful small text na nag-a-appear on the on your website design kapag meron tayong nilalagay na mga tooltips. So, parang it helps the user to identify para saan ba itong purpose nito. So, kapag medyo siya, technical term, pwede nyong lagyan nyo ng mga tooltips or popovers. Meron din components para doon si Bootstrap. Next, pwede din kayong gumamit ng carousel. Para saan po ma'am ginagamit yung carousel? Para to sa image slider to showcase your content. Meaning, ma'am, kapag meron po akong gustong gawing gallery na medyo maganda yung dating, parang seamless yung dating niya. So, pwede ko po yung i-apply doon. Yes, definitely. Bootstrap has that kind of component. Next po is that you can use also Bootstrap for different types of alert boxes. So, para hindi lang siya plain na basta nag-appear dito sa taas ng webpage nyo, merong message box doon. Pwede tayong mag-create ng magandang klase ng alert boxes para mas makatch yung attention ng inyong user. So, yun yung ating ilan sa mga pwede natin gawin sa Bootstrap. There's so much more things that we can do using Bootstrap. So, ano naman po, ma'am, yung advantage kapag gumamit ako nito? Kasi talaga bang makakatulong ito in web front-end framework? Of course, definitely. Bakit? You do not need to create design from scratch. It will save you a lot of time and efforts using Bootstrap predefined design templates and classes. Then, concentrate na lang kayo on other development work. For example, sa back-end, medyo mahirap para sa inyo na create ng codes for the functionality of your web page. Therefore, mas maitutuon yung time nyo para doon sa mas mahihirap na task. So, syempre, advantage na rin dyan yung pagkakaroon ng responsive features. You no longer need to create different web pages para sa different devices. Kasi nga, meron ng responsive features si Bootstrap. So, ano na lang siya. Yung tipong you only write once but you can use them in any devices resolution. So, of course, it will also give you an advantage for consistent design. Kasi si Bootstrap components, they share the same design templates and styles through a central library. So, the design and layout for your web page will be consistent. If you notice, maraming web pages sa atin na, for example, yung website na yon. Let's say, bigyan na natin example si Facebook. As you can see, when you go through the profile, homepage, and other places in Facebook, it has a very consistent design. It does not involve any different colors from various links. Basta pare-pareho sila. Consistent. Kasi gusto natin sa design natin, hindi maging confuse yung users natin, at the same time hindi masakit sa mata yung maging design dahil multicolor yung ginamit o kaya yung iconography na nandoon is paiba-iba. So we wanted na matandaan ng user na eto, pag nakita ko to, alam ko na si Facebook to. Pag nakita ko to, alam ko na si Lazada to. Pag nakita ko to, alam ko na this and that. So on. Dahil merong consistency yung design. Si Bootstrap, tutulungan tayo na ma-achieve yung ganong goal. Okay, also, advantage natin is, of course, easy to use si Bootstrap, no? Anybody with the basic working knowledge of HTML, katulad nung sa inyo, fundamentals pa lang na HTML, CSS ang ating na i-discuss, you can already start developing using Bootstrap. So, even with JavaScript, no, pwede na natin siyang i-apply. So, of course, it has a wide range of compatible web browsers lalo na yung mga kilalang web browsers, hindi kayo magkakaroon ng problema pagdating doon dahil compatible sila sa isa't isa. And then lastly, ito ay open source. So, syempre, ilan lang yun sa mga tawag dito yung mga advantages sa paggamit ng Bootstrap. So, right now, what we're going to do is to actually go to the web page or the website on how we can actually get the latest version of Bootstrap, no? So, ito yung ating Bootstrap. So, we click on the Bootstrap latest version. Okay? So, and then, as you can see, ipapakita sa atin dito yung different, changes from versions, different versions of Bootstrap. So, nandyan yun, no? What we need to do next is to actually download yung tawag doon yung library ng ating Bootstrap. So, balik tayo sa homepage ni getbootstrap.com. Okay. So, yan. Tapos, kailangan natin siyang i-download, no? So, punta tayo dun sa mismong, mismong webpage kung paano natin siya i-download. By the way, para hindi na rin kayo mahirapan, no? If you remember, I already, gave you the exact link for downloading Bootstrap. So, andito siya sa github.com. Doon siya matatagpuan. So, under the download folder of GitHub. So, dito paste natin yung link na binigay ko sa inyo so that you can automatically, or your computer will automatically download Bootstrap 5.3 Alpha 1. So, once your browser is done downloading the Bootstrap, you need to open the folder where you save your Bootstrap file. So, dapat ito ay alam nyo, nakailang beses na ako sa pag-download nito. So, pinapakita ko lang din again sa inyo kung paano siya gagawin at your own. So, that is why I ask you to download Bootstrap at your home because sa ating ComLab, wala pa tayong internet connection doon. So, you must bring the copy of Bootstrap folder in school, para i-extract yung files na ito sa inyong PC. Okay, so after natin ma-download to, what you need to do next is to extract all the files included on that zip folder. So, make sure na itong paglalagyan nyo is, let me adjust this muna. Make sure na itong paglalagyan nyo ng Bootstrap or extracted Bootstrap file is tandaan nyo kung saan nyo ilalagay. So, on my case, let's say na ilalagay ko ito sa loob ng documents, first sem, web design. So, for example, dito ko siya ilalagay. Select folder ko lang. As you can see, ayan, dito siya mapapunta sa web design and programming folder. And then, click on extract. You can check or uncheck this one para i-open yung extracted files kapag complete na yung extraction process. On my case, para madali ko siyang buksan, i-check ko ito and then extract files. So, you just have to wait for a couple of seconds and then ipapakita na ng inyong computer kung saan siya naka-save. So, andito siya sa web design and programming with the name of Bootstrap 5.30 Alpha 1. So, dito sa loob ng folder na to, natin isi-save yung mga HTML files, additional CSS, JavaScript na ating gagamitin. So, if you open it, papansin nyo na napakarami dyang different files katulad ng CSS, map, and so on. So, dito naman sa kabila yung JavaScript, no? So, yan, easily to access na yan kasi nakuha na natin yung file na kailangan natin para sa Bootstrap. So, again, kung makikreate kayo ng panibagong, let's say, text or HTML rather, no? So, for example, mag-save ako ng Bootstrap 1.html. So, dito ito mapapasave. I-open ko lang, no, para mag-save siya properly. Kasi, hindi pa siya nakasave talaga as .html. One more. Save as. .html. Yun. So, as you can see dito, no, dito ako nagbase. Nakalagay sa type niya kanina, text document pa rin. So, that means hindi pa natin siya successfully na isa-save as HTML document. So, ngayon, meron na siyang ganitong klaseng type. Therefore, we are done creating our first file for Bootstrap. Siyempre, wala pa itong laman, ano. Ano pa lang siya. Kumbaga, file name pa lang. So, ngayon, punta tayo sa ating example. Now, I need you to go to your finals lesson 1 dito sa ating objectives na ito. If you are not able to follow kung saan ba natin i-download yung Bootstrap, you can go to page 4 of that lesson. Go here, and then, ayan, nandiyan naman yung step-by-step process kung paano natin i-download si Bootstrap, no? Okay, now, the first thing that we need to do is to create the first example, which is the Bootstrap 1.html. So, nakapag-create na ako kanina ng notepad for that. No, ang gagawin na lang natin is to do the following codes. So, for the easier version of this, I'm going to copy and paste this. Para mas mabilis lang natin magawa yung example na nandito. No, hanggang closing HTML. So, I'm done doing this. No, save ko lang yung changes. And then, i-open natin siya dito. Ayan. So, ito na yung ating example. Now, sa first, ano natin, kung napapansin nyo, no, hindi siya, technically, hindi siya yung basta-basta laang na design, no. You will remove the Bootstrap here. Now, ito yung pag-link natin ng Bootstrap. Tatanggalin ko ito. Isi-save ko siya. Look at the changes, no, from plain text, forms, buttons. Babalik natin. Naging ganito siya na mas naging kaaya-ayang tingnan. Now, hindi pa tayo tapos. Kapag ganito yung naging outcome natin, supposedly, meron siyang dapat na parang gray highlight dito sa Welcome to ABC College. So, kapag ganyan daw nangyari dun sa ating lesson, if you will notice, you go down here, kapag hindi daw natin nakita yung tamang output katulad dito, that means our directory is not okay. So, meron lang tayong slight changes na gagawin. Naka-note na rin dito kung paano siya gagawin, no? So, magre-replace lang tayo. Instead na ganito yung gagawin nating linking, pupunta tayo sa mismong webpage ng bootstrapcdn.com. Now, please take note, since nagli-link tayo using a web address, that means nagli-link tayo ng isang live Bootstrap CSS. Ibig sabihin, ma'am, gagana lang po siya kapag may internet? Yes, definitely. So, kapag gumawa tayo sa school nito dahil wala namang internet connection doon, wag kayong magtaka kung hindi naman siya totally lalabas. Pero, since ako ay have an internet connection, no, kung napapansin nyo, ni-replace ko yung sorry, nawala. Ni-replace ko yung kanina, itong sa loob ng link. So, ni-replace ko siya papunta doon. Ayusin ko lang, ha. H1, wala yung H1. Ito, no, i-replace ko ito using this direct or live Bootstrap from online, katulad yan. So, dapat yung aking webpage ay gagana ng tama na. Ayan. Okay, so, ito na yung naging design. Teka, tama na yung text niya. However, yung ating okay. Yung ating grade dito, nawawala. Teka lang ha, meron akong ginawa. Dapat wala naman siyang pagkakaiba. Kasi kanina, meron akong ginawa na example. So, nag-apply naman siya accordingly. Let me just go back. Hold on. Saan ko ba sinave yun? Web design, finals, sample exercises. So, meron akong Bootstrap 1. So, ayan. So, yun lang din naman siya, no? Tingnan natin yung page source nito, no? Ayan. So, ito, pinalitan ko lang siya. Yung aking style sheet. Copy natin to. Papunta sa ating there should be, you know, ay, save ko ba? Hindi pala lang save. So, from time to time, nagbabago siya, no? Kasi dito, teka lang, ha? Let me just go back. Ang pangalan nito ay Bootstrap 1. Saan ang folder ko para dito? Parehas lang naman, Bootstrap 1. So, there may be some glitches pa dito. Pero, from time to time, nagbabago naman yung yung appearance nito kasi naka-light to. Anyway, as long as na-achieve natin yung tamang font style, na-follow natin yung instruction, then we're good to go. So, ito yung nagiging first example ng ating Bootstrap 1. So, what you need to do on this activity sa school is to finish yung the rest of the activity indicated on this lesson. So, you start with Bootstrap 1 para magawa nyo rin on your own, followed by Bootstrap Grid, responsive, Bootstrap responsive, then Bootstrap table, followed by Bootstrap navigation, followed by Bootstrap button, Bootstrap accordion, and then yung Bootstrap carousel natin, no? So, hanggang doon ay gagawin po natin in our face-to-face session. So, if there will be questions regarding our lesson in this first part, please let me know during our face-to-face discussion. Bye!